What does Gogeta want from a team, and what can Gogeta give back to a team? Whenever a new DLC comes out, one of the most frequently asked questions on my stream is, what should I play with Gogeta? And also, it's day -5, but where is he on the tier list? Well, we won't be placing him on a tier list today. It's still a bit too soon, but I've gathered a few team ideas. I've also invited a few pros to share their thoughts as well, share some of their favorite teams. Spoiler alert, a lot of their teams are very similar, but I think that's actually a good thing. It means there is a consensus on how this character should be played and what works well with him. And you know what, I'll most likely be trying out a few of these, and if you want to watch me try them out, twitch.tv/Globku. I've been streaming every weekday. So why not kick things off strong with one of our guests, the Super Noon team pick. Gogeta A, Gotenks B, Android 21 A. The goal here is to level up as much as you can with Gogeta all the way up to level 7 in block strings and combos. Both Gotenks and 21 give him gapless block strings and combo extensions that end in sliding knockdowns while leveling up your Gogeta. That said, why are we using his A assist and not his B assist? I mean, he's the point character, when are you going to be using it? Easy. Both Gotenks and Android 21 have really strong neutral. They don't need as much help as other characters usually do. In fact, what they mostly need is meter. Meter for EX moves, and in Gotenks' case, meter for Ghost Oki. The A assist is going to guarantee that you always have enough meter for this. Not to mention, these characters themselves are able to build a ton of meter as well. Now, if the plan to reach level 7 fails, Gogeta still has a very strong point in this team, which is Gogeta level 1, side switching and carrying to the corner into Android 21 level 3, which will take them out of the corner and give you that nasty 50-50 safe jump Oki. So overall, Gogeta gives the team lots of access to free meter and easy 1 to 2 touch kills, and the others give Gogeta access to good pressure and stagger strings while allowing him to build meter and play a safer neutral while getting those levels. Thank you, Super Noon. If you want to watch this team in action, make sure to follow him at twitch.tv/supernoon. Next team comes from me, the Nuclear Reactor. Broly C, Gogeta A, Base Goku B. This is kind of a gimmick team. I wouldn't play this one in tournaments, but fighters can also be fun. It doesn't have to be tryhard 100% of the time. Broly point may seem odd. Broly is a meter sponge. You don't have meter at round start, but that said, Broly is one of those characters that doesn't need much help in neutral as long as he has that meter. So, instead of giving him assists, let's give him meter. It's like playing Broly Anchor, but with constant meter build. Gogeta and Base Goku are the Nuclear Reactor, and Broly is the nuke drinking all of that energy. You could replace Broly with another character you don't think needs a lot of assists to play, but honestly, at this current point in time, Broly is probably the best one for you. And the C assist choice is mostly so Gogeta can build those final 2 levels in a single combo once you tag him in. Not only that, taunting in neutral can make your opponent rush you, and having that C assist can work as a defensive assist as well. As far as Base Goku synergy, I mean, it can combo into Spirit Bomb, and that can be worth it sometimes, but because you're interrupting your level 1, you're actually missing out on most of your level 1 damage. Kinda gimmicky, but this is a fun team for sure. Up next, we have Wrath's pick. Gogeta B, Roshi B, Android 21 A. Compared to Super Noon's team, you keep that Gogeta Android 21 synergy. Her assist still gives Gogeta a full screen option, making it easier for him to get in, and you still have that level 1, level 3 gimmick. Well, it's a bit more than a gimmick. It's really strong. But now we have full use of Gogeta's B assist, which contributes in a different way to the entire team. And of course, Roshi B, which gives both of these characters so much. And even if Gogeta doesn't win the point war and ends up dying, you still have a very solid shell. Roshi B lets Gogeta win neutral scrambles without needing to put himself at risk. It lets him level up without the fear of getting punished. And in a combo, he can actually level up twice every time Roshi is available. Besides, since Roshi B is 2 separate hits, this easily lets Gogeta set up his gapless super dash mix in the corner. Wrath has a video explaining this mix up in depth, but basically you super dash, hit them with a falling medium, and instant air dash into 3 more overheads. Or you could always just fall down to the ground with some buttons, 2M, Dragon Rush, Command Grab. He's got so many options. Other assists in the game also let him do this, but they usually don't cover the super dash. So you kind of got to risk it. It's hard to react to, but it's not a gapless string. So overall, this team lets him do the Universal Fuzzy, lets him level up safely, lets him level up more than usual in his combos, and has that Android 21 synergy for level 3 Oki. Next, one of the things fighters players like to do is come up with lore teams. You know, give their team a bit of a theme as well. Run all team blue, all team whatever. This is also known as creating problems where they don't need to exist. Nevertheless, Let's talk about some of them. The G team: Gogeta B, Super Baby B, Goku GT B. This team is similar to Rat's idea, except it's missing that Roshi assist. You still have Goku GT for block stun and mix-ups, and Baby B as your full screen option. And on the other hand, Gogeta B being a very versatile assist, it allows both Baby and GT to do everything that they like doing. So their game plan doesn't even change that much. If you're looking for someone running this team, I highly recommend you drop by Tyrant's stream at twitch.tv/TyrantUK. Up next, we have Lord Knight's pick: Gogeta B, Roshi B, and Broly A. This team looks complicated to play, but the game plan is very straightforward. Step 1, Gogeta 2 touches the first opponent. Step 2, bring in Broly to wrap up the game. Having Broly with 2 assists and the character advantage, especially when one of those assists is a defensive assist like Master Roshi, is a really tough situation for your opponent to come back from. Overall, with this team, you want to avoid playing Roshi, because that's Roshi. He's mostly there for support, and all the stuff that we talked about in Rat's team also applies here. But instead of that 21 synergy, we have Broly. This team definitely snowballs a lot harder than the Android 21 team, given how safely you can just play Broly with those 2 assists, especially Master Roshi. But because you don't have a full screen assist, you might have to be a bit more mindful when playing neutral. So if you're at a disadvantage, you can get baited into stuff. Gogeta's neutral is a bit different. You can actually bring your opponent to you instead of going to your opponent. All it takes is taunting them, level up. They simply cannot stay away from you, and you have really strong assists for when they try to close that gap. If you want to see this team in action, Lord Knight has a video with a few matches showcasing exactly how strong it could be. Ready for another gimmick team? The strongest fusion: Gogeta Blue A, Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 B, Vegito A. This is a team that includes the 3 strongest fusions from the show. You can maybe argue that Zamasu should be there. I'm gonna argue no, I don't wanna. This team is full of downsides, but you can actually make it work. Both Gogetas are way better as point characters, so it feels like we're missing a mid, but Vegito Anchor actually works. With a caveat: he only works if you're French, which means if you're not French, you actually cannot play this team. And the final team is one that I've just seen work really well, and I'm gonna call it the Hook Shell: Gogeta B, Piccolo A, Broly A. By Hook Shell, I mean the pro player Hook and God, who honestly I should have probably invited to be a part of this video. Too late now. And sure enough, I went to his Twitch channel, and this is the exact team he's running. We've talked enough about Broly and Gogeta, but what about Piccolo? Well, that double orb assist is a godsend, and it lets Gogeta do so much stuff. First, it helps him in his pressure and stagger so much, because you never really know when he's gonna stagger or if he's just gonna keep going. You've always got that orb protecting you. It even lets him convert off of a command grab without vanishing. Like Roshi, Piccolo orbs also give him 2 levels mid-combo. This is not as simple as doing it with Roshi, but it is possible. And on top of that, the Piccolo orbs can be used as wake-up pressure, so even if you get that short knockdown with Gogeta, you can still be safer and level up during the opponent's knockdown. Besides, Gogeta's B assist has enough hit stun to give Piccolo Hell Zone in true block string, among some other fun things that Piccolo can do. And that, folks, is a total of 7 team ideas for Gogeta. A couple might be gimmicky or straight up a joke, but others are actually really solid. Hope this video has helped you think about your Gogeta team and helped you think of how and where to play him. And this video just wouldn't be as good if it wasn't for the contributions of Super Noon, Wrath, and Lord Knight. So make sure you check out those guys' YouTube and Twitch channels. They'll be in the description as well as the pinned comment. With that said, I'd love to hear from you. Is there a really strong team that we haven't mentioned? Something you guys think players are sleeping on? Let me know in those comments down below. And as always, thank you very much for watching. My name is Globku, and I'll see you next time. Boy.